Welcome back to the Rhonda Swan Show, here now in Times Square and our Wake Up New York City edition. Today's topic, though, is all about being wild. In fact, my guest is Hilary DeCesere. She's the CEO of Relaunch, and Relaunch to a Rich Life Events. And she's also has a new documentary series coming out. Hilary DeCesere is shifting the way women lead. She's not only supporting them in how to grow, she's helping them create new businesses, new brands, and she's also showing them how to start generating not only six-figure offers, but how to shift the way you think about your relaunch, whether you're shifting from a new career into something new, or you're completely relaunching your own life. So let's go meet Hilary DeCesere, one of our authors in the Women Gone Wild book series. Come on down, Hilary! Oh my goodness, how are you?
So cool.
So great to see you. In fact, you and I have actually been on this journey for not just this book for 2 years, but you are also in the intuition book as well of the Women Gone Wild series.
I think we're like joined at the hip now.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're also going to be in my movie coming up about iconic impact female women who have literally scaled from 7 to 8 to 9 figures.
It's amazing. In fact, you know what I love the most is like people think, oh, they're in a book together or maybe they work together. We've literally started to completely align our businesses together, right? And that's, I think we're showing what true female leadership is. Most women are not leading this way. They're not working together this way. Let's talk about that topic.
So there's been this stigma of everyone the female has to kind of do it on their own. When you look at the numbers, they're staggering.
Yeah.
You've got less than 2% of all female entrepreneurs have actually crossed over into the 7, 8, 9. I mean, it even gets worse as you go up.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if you know this, in 2025, only 1% of females actually got capital. When I was raising money for another company that I had in the past, it was 2 to 3% was getting capital. So there is a real opportunity for women right now to start to collaborate, to start to really not look at it like it's we're competitors, but no, as you rise up, I rise up, and that's why there's this great collaboration that goes on. But so many women keep it to themselves.
So true, you know, and it's like we feel like we have to do it alone, but men don't do that, right? They're working together, they're investing together, right? They're building companies together. Why do you think that's happened to us? Why do you think women are become so isolated in the way that we're working? And I think that's part of why we've been held back from even growing.
And I think that it starts when we were young.
Yeah.
It starts with the idea of women are supposed to be seen and not heard. And as we continued, we can say we're moving forward. We're this power, it's all about female power and let's do this. But it's what's going on in the back of your brain, your subconscious, that actually continues to hold you back. So why is this happening? It's happening because we're allowing it. It's the good girl complex. It's this idea that if we step out of where we are, we're called, the B word. We're called all these terrible things. Yeah. Yet, how do we stay in our feminine, which is in alignment with our company? If they say your business is a direct reflection of you, but I would ask, so if it is, how are you showing up, and are you in alignment with yourself? Because that's really the problem that's happening.
No, I love that, because it actually does, it puts the ownership on ourselves, right? It is easy, and I see this often, right? You work with women, I work with women, where they're like, oh, we don't get the funding. Oh, this. Actually, look at yourself. What is it that you're doing? What are we demanding? And I feel like that's the next level of leadership. It's not demanding like, I have to have this. It's demanding that what you deserve.
So when you say deserve, and that's another sticky, when people say, I deserve something, they think it's a negative, like, But I got to tell you, the women and I just interviewed, there's going to be 22 incredible women in this movie coming out. They all felt like, you know what? They stood behind, I deserve. They stood behind the fact that, you know what? We do. Why are we demonetizing? Why are we saying play small? Why are we doing that to ourselves? Instead, what if we are our only limitation? And you could relaunch into that next best version of you today, right now. Relaunch now is what we always talk about. We don't have to wait. There's no waiting today.
Yeah. So let's talk about Relaunch. What are you doing around Relaunch? What does this mean? How are you helping people relaunch into their life? I've been to your events. They're unbelievable, transformational. I've met some of the most unbelievable women at your events. We're starting to partner with each other. It's like you're creating an incredible movement and you're helping women really relaunch into a new level.
So here's the thing. Somebody asked me not even a week ago, what am I really trying to do in the world?
Yeah.
What's the impact I want to make? And I said, it's interesting when you start to look at it like, I want to impact 1 million people, but then they say, how am I going to do that? And my goal is to have women, when you are like at the end, and we're all going to get there, that's going to be the final relaunch, right?
Yeah.
You are able to say, I love my life. Because people will say right now, well, I like my relationship, I like my kids, or I don't, whatever it is. I like my job, I don't like my job. I want it to be like an inclusive. It's not like this one area of your life has to be like one area is good, the other's bad.
Yeah.
Why can't
you
really love your life?
Yeah.
Relaunch into the life that you actually are really happy with, that you're like, yes, I have it. And it's a change, it's a shift, it's a perspective. And if you can do kind of what we always talk about, which is energetically, vibrationally, get to a higher level. And people are like, how do I do that? How do I do that? Well, guess what? Your subconscious works in certain ways. And when you learn how to master it, you have the keys to the kingdom to be able to say, I love my life.
And I deserve this. Like, I feel like we're like starting to put our foot down. We're putting a line in the sand.
100%.
You know, and it's like to discern between what it is that we want and we deserve and what we need and what our God-given gift is, right? I feel like women get stuck in that, but there's no more of that.
Well, and here's the thing. Relaunches, personal, professional,
global,
they're going to happen. They're inevitable.
And you're going to feel uncomfortable.
They're inevitable,
right?
But you know what? Women that really have solved the like, hey, this is what I want to do, they handle relaunches differently.
Yeah.
They look at things differently. Relaunches that are taking you out of the game normally and putting you like flat on your back, all of a sudden you're like,
that's it.
I get knocked down. But guess what? I get up again. I get up again. That's relaunch.
It's like we're raising. Yeah, like you say this often. It's like the ceiling, right, becomes the floor. I love when you say that.
Wow, that was a client saying that. She's like, I've never had it. It's like I'm in a massive elevator and I'm going up to like, unlimited. It's like Willy Wonka and you're shooting up there, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Why can't we all get the golden ticket?
That's it.
So,
exactly.
I mean, let's just say right now, I'm handing you this.
I'll take it.
That's what we all have to do. We have to
And when we do
it.
this exchange, right, it's true currency, it's frequency exchange. Like, we're in it. You and I, we know how to have fun. We know how to work together. We know how to get annoyed with each other. We know how to get over it. We don't, look, we got our billboard up there. That's pretty awesome. Have fun at the same time. But this is true, not only friendship, it's true female collaboration. And it's really showing our next generation, what is it like for women to work together? I didn't have a great growing up with the other women, growing up together, played with the boys more. Because of those reasons.
So, want to know one of the main secrets that came out of now I've done about 100 interviews around these incredibly iconic women. One of the top secrets is that you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
So either you're going to partner, collaborate with men or women.
Yep.
And let me tell you, when you unlock the keys to being able to collaborate with women on a non-competitive platform, you all of a sudden, like we start to become really good friends. We start to have dinner together. We start to vacation together. And that's what really successful women want. Because the women or the girls that you grew up with are not necessarily the ones that can do what you want to do at this point in your life. Yeah. And that's okay. Yeah. But you got to find the ones that do work really well with you and that light you up, right?
Yeah.
You hear me say that all the time. What lights you up? And it should not just be working all the time.
That's right. Yeah, what makes us alive? And that's, we can run our life being fully alive every single day. We are winning. So I'm so excited to have you coming up or me to be in your movie and to be part of your upcoming event. Let's share with everyone, when is the event, what's the dates, so they can find you.
Okay, it's in Scottsdale, Arizona, September 17, 18, and 19. When we talk about being in the room, this is the most insane, energetic room you could possibly be in as a female.
Yeah, absolutely. And now our book, Women Gone Wild, it's ready for not only pre-order, it's in all the bookstores, but we want you there. We want you to be with us in LA on May 12th. We have the Godfrey Hotel, we have a rooftop event, and we are going to have not only an incredible book launch, but a red carpet event. And it's time to go wild.
Go wild, girl.
Let's do it. All right, guys, see you in the next episode. And don't forget to get your hands on this book now.